Howdy, y'all. So here it is, week 8, and it's 2 o'clock on Monday afternoon. Everyone now has feedback on the rubrics, the blogs that you did for week 7, and I'm working to get you everything else. I wanted to address a couple of things. Number one, someone flat out asked me, why do you care so much about APA? It's a fair question, and I think it's important that you guys know. Um, Whether or not you're planning on going on for a doctorate, which I know most people aren't, but also if you ever apply for a grant or if you want to write for any kind of publication, whether it's peer reviewed or it's a journal of some kind or a teacher magazine, or if you want to apply for a new job, a new teaching position, or you move to another state and they want a writing sample. I want you guys to know that whatever you turn in is clean and good and solid. And, again, if it's a grant, if it's applying for a new job, they get a ton of applications. And what's the first thing you do when there's a ton of applications? You look for reasons to sift people out so that you have a shorter stack to deal with. I don't want your APA. I don't want the formatting of any of your work to ever be a reason for you guys to be discounted when you apply for anything. And I'm telling you, I've been on the other side of that table and I've heard the conversations where it's, we had 200 people apply for 3 positions. So what's the first thing I did? I went through and I sorted and, the ones that didn't have correct formatting, it was easy to get rid of those, blah, blah, blah. I don't want you to ever be in that situation. So that, honestly, remember what John Lennon said, life is what happens when you're busy making other plans. You don't know what's going to happen 2 years down the road, 5 years down the road, but I want you to leave this class being able to feel really good about not just the thinking and the understanding, but also your writing. Because again, it's your calling card. In a lot of positions, in a lot of places, it's the first thing people look at. So that's why I'm so hardcore about it. I'm really appreciative of the people who made note that, wow, I'm really glad you put in that assignment for the blogs to make us go through the rubric. I know I should, but I'm busy, so I never do, or I rarely do. So that's why that's in there, guys. It wasn't just busy work. It truly was to ensure you knew what was on the rubric as you went in to finish your papers, which is why we had the blurb. Sorry about that, but now it's fixed. With this, where originally in the course at a glance, it said, don't forget to turn in your rubric. I apologize for that. I used to have students turn it in week 8, and they would admit to me, I didn't really look at it. Well, it's there for you. It's your structure. It's your guide. It's your way to ensure you're able to show off. Because a demonstration of mastery should be a celebration. It should be your big show off moment. Yes, look what I did. I rocked this. Another thing is our live meetings. When we meet for you to present your PowerPoint, number one, make sure it's on your desktop, guys, so it's easy for you to share. We will be meeting in Adobe Connect in my office, the C Monster _ office. C Monster, Cookie Monster. We'll be meeting in my office. The phone will be on, so don't anybody worry. Just call in if there's any bobble with the audio. Don't waste time. It's not worth it. They will not be recorded. They're one-on-one meetings. And, oh, here's another thing. Someone said to me, the blog thing where we're supposed to read another person, leave a comment. I haven't been so great about that. Well, you will notice I haven't been beating you up about that for those who haven't been doing it regularly. It's a really powerful tool, guys. Those who have, and I've consistently noted it, those who have, they've had one more opportunity to get feedback from somebody else, get another perspective, and they've been able to see how another peer has been thinking and working and putting their stuff together. So it's been another tool to help you guys feel that much more solid in your own work by seeing what's happening with your peers. So if you didn't do it, I'm not going to beat you up, but know that you kind of did yourself a disservice. And again, if you made that choice, okay, we're grown-ups, I got it. So now, two things I'm going to leave you with as kind of holiday presents. Some of you might be interested, some of you might not. When you were prepping for your debates, some groups wanted to meet live. And since you don't have your own way, for the most part, of doing video conferencing, you had to use my Adobe Room. I think a couple people used Google Hangouts, and a couple people used Skype, but you don't really have a virtual office. Well, you can get a free account with these guys, Zoom.us. Zoom.us. They're really lovely people. I've spoken with them on the phone, and you can have a free static virtual office that you can use for up to 10 people and hold a meeting that lasts no more than, I think they said 90 minutes. Well, you shouldn't have an online meeting that lasts more than 90 minutes anyway. That's bad practice. People get too tired. So you can sign up and get a free account, because I told them I'm Professor of Ed, I'm always looking for tools for my students. They said, yeah, you can use the free account. You can have a static virtual office, whether you use it to meet with parents or with students, or you want to talk to grandma in Oshkosh B'gosh, Wisconsin. This is a nice thing to have in your pocket. And again, you use it, you get comfortable with it. Don't use the telephone. Though they charge for the telephone, but you only use the voiceover. Another good thing to put on a resume is that you have a virtual office. Okay, so Zoom.us, really good guys here. They really get it. And then this other thing, I don't know if I've mentioned to you all, my little guy is clinically diagnosed with ADHD, and he has focus problems, and so we're always looking for different tools and strategies. And I'm sure it won't shock you that I tend to have ADHD tendencies as well. And I say that without joking, it's the truth. Well, a friend of mine turned me on to this, Focus at Will, and the URL is focusatwill.com, and you can get a free trial to see what you think of it. It's based upon brain research. Now, I have to say, I tried it for a month and loved it. I've used it with my son who loves it, so I did go ahead and get an account. Check out the science underneath it about brain research. I tend to listen to the drum zone beta, but there's all these different noises, sounds. It's calling it music is kind of pushing it, but you have it playing softly underneath while you're working. And I have to say, for both myself and my 8-year-old, it really helps me stay in the zone longer. It helps me stay focused. It's one of those things that I use all the time when I'm grading, when I have to stay focused. I have to get through. I can't let my brain wander, which it likes to. I am loving this. So if you guys want to play with it, see what you think. I recommended it to my son's teacher, and she loved it. And she said that she puts it on when it's like reading time. She uses, I'll show you which one she said she was using. She was doing the acoustical, and I think she was doing, I use Uptempo sometimes. I think she was also using Focus Spa. Don't use the water or you're going to end up wanting to run to the restroom every 20 minutes. I don't know who that works for. So there you are, guys. Papers are due Wednesday. That timeline is meaningful to make sure you get it done. What I used to do, and again, I tell you transparently, is I used to give everybody till Sunday night, the end of the term. And then Sunday morning, I would get a ton of emails going, I need an extension, I need an extension. I can't give you an extension. When the term is over, the term is over. All right? You guys go on break. I'm not on break yet. I still have to get the grades in. I have a ton of other paperwork. So it's not on Wednesday just randomly. And I like to be able to take a look at everybody's papers. I'm not able to grade them officially, but at least be able to eyeball the papers before we meet so that when you're giving your presentation, we can have, oop, hang on, the kid's on a field trip. Hold on. Okay, it's all good. No drama, no drama. The field trip is going as planned. There's no problem. I'm answering every call that comes in. So focus at will, guys. Like I said, my son's teacher's been using it while the kids are doing silent reading. She says it's really great. And I'm telling you, I really think it's helped me with my focus. So if you want to give it a try, something fun to try over the holiday. Okay, that's it. I will see you online later this week. Bye.